Welcome to the Axiom. New file detected. Launching file.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Leo, and today we are continuing the Disco Elysium file. Where we last left off, we had visited Everart in the harbor, and he gave us a check and had us sit in his very uncomfortable chair. He also said, he revealed to us that our name is Harry Dubois, and he knows that we lost our gun and our badge. He knows about the hanging, but he won't give us any info unless we do a job for him that involves leaving a door unlocked. So we refused. We very well might have to go back and accept that, but right now I want to see if there's any other avenues. But it got late enough that Kim started saying that we should try to sleep, and so Gart won't let us stay at the Whirling Rags until we pay for our damages. So Kim offered to sell us hubcaps at the pawn shop. I really don't want to. I'd rather see if I can get the money some other way, but we're heading towards a pawn shop to see if we can scrounge up some cash, and we're gonna explore a bit along the way. So let's see what this is. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. There's also something up here. I wonder... oh. The spirited chirps and clicks of swallows fill the air. Oh, this is something that circles all the way around. You know what? Sure, why not? We can always go back around. Oh. There's also something right here. You hear the distant squall of seabirds. Can I even interact with that guy? Yes, I can. Oh, it's starting to rain. A splatter of bullet holes lines the wall. Alright. And I can go over here. There's something over here. Ooh. Heck yeah, money. What is this? Wait, nope. Oh, I got the bag. Heck yeah.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible.
Poor little viewer.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic.
Vandalism. Shake your and shake my head. The lieutenant inspects the rigged slot.
A simple but clever solution to ruin in a coin-operated viewer. It took ingenuity.
Look inside.
A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
That's
Kuno on the lens.
Yep. Shift your focus to the background.
Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower.
Interesting.
You know this to be the star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards.
Okay, I think we can see that church on the map.
The church looks old and weather-worn. There are no lights in the windows.
Maybe it's abandoned?
Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Okay, so there's someone homeless there. Maybe. Ooh, I can equip this. Hold in my right hand. Equip this to collect tear from the streets. This plastic bag has fritte written on it in a dynamic, forceful manner that implies great prices. As you crack it open, a multi-gust of air flies in your face. Smells of yeast and beer. A perfect place for tear. Cool. Yeah, take all. There was another garbage can that had tear in it. Wasn't it over here somewhere? Yes, it was. It was right here. Okay. I wonder if Fritta is open 24/7 so that I could sell these really quick. I think they actually might be open. Cool. Now I can experiment really quick and see how much money I'd get for this. Man, it must suck to work here 24 hours a day. I wonder if they ever close and if she ever leaves this counter.
The machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Oh, okay.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
All right. Well, at the very least, I got that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to... Let's unequip this. There's no need to equip it unless we actually see bottles. And then let's go ahead and leave. Alright, so let's continue on. I don't want to talk to the drunk yet. Is there a house right here? What is this? Roy's Pawn Shop. Fast cash for faster times. Okay, cool. So, can I see bottles right there. If I equip this, can I pick these up? I can. So I can just pick up random bottles on the street. That's actually kind of cool. Water lock out of order until Wednesday, 7:15 a.m. Isn't it Monday? It just says day 1. Do I have an exact day? I feel like I do, but at the same time I don't remember. I don't remember, so does not matter at the moment. Oh. Plastic tear. Anything in this garbage can? Ooh, fingerless gloves. +1 electrochemistry. Cigarette stained fingertips. Gasoline stained fingerless gloves in navy blue. They've been worn threadbare, but being made of wool still provides some warmth and comfort. What are these again? +1 half light, unfiltered contact. Okay. I think I still want the interfacing. Okay, and there is something over here. Let's go ahead and examine it before we go into the shop.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Alright, intellect check.
This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay. There's a crashed Samaran butter sign in the way. It did say water lock out of order until 7:15 on Wednesday, and I believe it's Monday right now. So let's just actually let's unequip our bag. I believe it's Monday right now. So let's go in. Ooh. Oh, for a second I thought that guy was like a ghost or something. Some kind of machine. An antique cash register? Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Oh, I can interact with this now. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirling away. Oh, this place might actually have the tape I'm looking for.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
A psyche check?
Try to find something pretty and cool here, then use it to win her back.
Oh. Win her back?
Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy.
Let's go ahead and interfacing. Let's try it.
Why? What's this? A headless man riding a horse? A headless man wearing futuristic tracksuit trousers that say found.
What is this?
Oh, that's the headless phone rider.
Who?
The headless phone rider. It's an urban legend about a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his head.
So it is just the figurine missing his head, or the actual man in the legend?
50 cents. Bargain priced. I'll throw in the tiny cap too. I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Let's not right now.
Big men on big horses, clad in lamella armor and carrying flintlocks, the kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye.
Who are they?
Franco-Nigerian knight. I used to be very serious about these guys.
Oh, really, Kim? Psyche
A
check.
long time ago.
Inspect the blue uniforms.
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They are variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets.
Are these royalist soldiers?
Which ones? Ah, those. Yes, they are. I find the paint job a bit gaudy, but children like the bright colours indiscriminately.
Inspect the figurines and rags.
This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, but most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks.
Are these even soldiers?
You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes?
Hmm.
Yes, they are soldiers, revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win.
I wish it was more nuanced. As it stands, I cannot comment. I don't know if this is... It depends on when the figurines were made. Like, the revolutionaries lost the war, didn't they? So, if they were made before the war, it could give people hope. But this would be if they were made after the war. So, I'll just do this one.
I don't like either set very much, to be honest. But there are many parents among my customers.
Step away from the table. Let's go ahead and interact with everything first.
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other guard.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand,
Of
encircled
course.
by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
Sniff the t-shirt.
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there. Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
I guess that's fair.
You're not imagining it. Photon emissions? What is he talking about?
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
Cool, I'll think about it.
You should.
+1 physical instrument, +1 shivers, -2 authority. Nah, something tells me that doesn't really feel like the type of shirt I'd put on. Let go of the t-shirt. I still might buy it just so I have everything, but I don't think I'll actually wear it. But I'm not gonna buy it right now.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well loved and well traveled. Chipped, dented, they stare at you with the unblinking eyes of their tape reels.
Stand on the tips of your toes to see more.
One especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Psyche.
This is you. Golden orange. A sunset suite. Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Shopkeep, this Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2. Made in Vespa. Designed in Seoul. Plays all reel-to-reel formats. 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
What I really want to know is, could this device come in handy in my police work?
If police work means playing tapes, sure. You can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
Are you sure this is all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech. Found sounds and music from a variety of genres. Even though I don't really like music.
Well, I like you slightly less now. That's all. Is that everything, I think? Alright, let's go ahead and talk to him. Let's sell some stuff.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
The man at the counter turns to you slowly.
What can I do for you?
Psyche check?
His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
Sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
Good question.
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travelers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Continue.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of light and shadow on the walls behind you. +2, Roy's prices are strange. Electrochemistry, is Roy high? And if yes, then what is he on? Sure. I think I'm gonna fail this.
Okay.
Yep.
He definitely is high. Whatever it is, you've probably done it, and many other things besides. But you can't cut through the jumble of sensations to get to the answer.
Intellect?
Looking at his wares, talking to him, that might give you more clues.
Psyche check?
A guarded man like him wouldn't tell you if you asked out loud.
Yeah. You might be able to aid our investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone.
Fair.
He doesn't know anything.
Yeah. Know anything about the Wild Pines representative that's in town?
Can't say I'm a huge admirer of Wild Pines. And I can't say I trust any silver-tongued spokesperson of theirs. Fortunately, I have no reason to get involved.
Have you met the Wild Pines rep?
No, just people like that make everyone else see the world somewhat askew, at an angle that is convenient for them. Now, you have more questions, or are we
Actually, that's all I've got.
The pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
There's something I'd like to sell.
Let me have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. Why would I sell him that? I'll check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Okay. A pen with a green ape head on one end. The ape has closed its eyes, a kind expression during its face. It seems to be meditating. Yeah, I'll go ahead and pawn it. Lieutenant's handkerchief. You know what? No, I'm not gonna pawn that. Let's go ahead and pawn that. To sell such a beautiful old school sports equipment would be a sin. Let's go ahead and sell it. Oh, I don't want to sell that. Yeah, let's go ahead and sell that. Let's go ahead and sell the rifle. I don't want to sell the dice. Let's go ahead and sell this other postcard. And, let's go ahead and close. I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment.
He looks you up and down quickly.
And especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects.
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm fun! Look at me sparking in the light of the projector!
I'm up to 61, but that's still far from my goal. I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. No sale.
He barely even looks at it. Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Aphotic paths, counter-radiance networks, anti-magnetism. It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Intellect.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
Yeah, I don't have anything to sell at the moment.
Another time, perhaps.
By the way, do you happen to have any guns like the ones carried by cops?
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
A woman bought my gun?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh God. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another, alert.
Let's go ahead and do that. Wait, I sold you my gun?
You...
With Kim
Like a
here
check.
too. That just sounded really, really bad.
Yeah.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Ah, okay.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Psyche check.
He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you.
I feel like there's something you're not telling me. Let's go ahead and pursue this.
You weren't quiet yourself, officer.
What was I like?
You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and that you can't trust yourself with it tonight. And that you need the money.
Oh, okay. Wow, he must have been in a state like even worse than I thought.
When I said that I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it.
Oh.
Very normal behavior. You must have been in great shape.
Let's keep the sorry train going. But yeah, that's pretty bad. I'm I'm so sorry you had to see me in that state. We don't have to talk about it any further.
No apologies necessary, officer.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her.
Wait. She kept referring to herself as a pig? Okay, it's either Kuno S or it's someone I haven't met yet.
Truth be told, she was terrifying.
Maybe that measure person? Measure head or something?
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Mm-hmm. Psyche check.
Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside.
I don't like it either. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the citizens' militia?
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
Any idea where I can find this buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Alright, at least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Oh. I have other business to take care of for now. So I have a skill point now. Let me go ahead and... Let's see. Honestly, I'd really like to put it in like logic, rhetoric, drama, and visual calculus are all really good. I really like when each of those skills come up and they all have come in handy. For psyche, I think empathy would be a really good one. Maybe authority. I think let's go ahead and I could also do this. +1 empathy towards Kim Kitsuragi. I could also unlock one of these. Let's go ahead and put it in logic for now. I think that would be a good one. Except changes in clothes. And then let's go ahead and, yeah, keep looking. Maybe someone else knows something. So I'm looking for a woman who refers to herself as pig. I need to save my money because I still don't have enough. All right. Ooh. There's something right here. Plastic wrap macaronis stamped with humanitarian aid. Here, let me just actually, if I equip this, it'll, will I just be able to pick up anything? Like literally anything I come across in the streets? This says humanitarian aid tuna fish, not for resale. This says speakers from the old people of Samara. This says food gift from the people of Messina, or Messina. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. Alright, so... Actually, what is this? Hot air rises up from the sewer. Sour, acidic, and strangely comforting. Interesting. Take all. Alright, I think I'm gonna go ahead and look around a bit, see if I can find any more bottles. So I might just like... I think I've reached as far down here as I'm gonna go, so let me go ahead and go back up. Oh. A sewer grate, a gateway to the River of Filth. I'm gonna go ahead and jump forward a little bit to... getting the... looking around for bottles, so I'm gonna cut forward now. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. White tank top, huh? Alright. I don't think we've collected a whole lot. Oh. And also, they're no longer open. So, yeah, I guess we have no choice.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Like, I did my best, but I don't know, if bottles only do 10 cents, there's no way I'd be able to get enough. And even, like, I don't know how much these hubcaps will sell for. I don't even know if that will cover it.
I have something here we could sell.
Yeah.
Transport enclosure. Regular people just call it the cage. The cage at the back of the motor.
I confiscated this for a little while back. We can take them to the pawn shop down by the Martinez Canal.
Alright. Thanks. I appreciate your help.
The lieutenant nods as you take the spinners.
Alright, close the door. I'm gonna pay him back, I hope. 200, jeez. Yeah, 90 cents, 10 bucks, 125. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way I'd be able to make up all that money. Like, even if I begged for money from the people I was talking to, I don't think I'd make up that much. Like, I think I have to do this. Take spinner hubcaps to the local pawn shop south of the plaza. Man, Kim's gonna hate me. Well, let's go ahead and go back.
Greetings on this fine night. What brings you here?
Oh, interesting. It's cool that you're still open. Big city vibes.
The pawn shop is always open.
There's something I'd like to
Yes,
sell.
We'd like to sell these hubcaps.
The lieutenant steps in and hands him the spinners. Oh, he doesn't even give me a chance.
Roy takes the hubcaps from the lieutenant and inspects them. The spinners appear iridescent in the dancing light of his pawn shop.
Yes, these are very, very good. Did you defraud some foreign prince for me? Jump a mesk banger? No matter. I'll give you 200 real.
Oh boy.
No one was defrauded or jumped, I assure you.
The lieutenant explains as the pawnbroker opens the register and counts the cash.
Of course, I meant no offense. 200 real for you, officer. Delightful doing business with you. Do come again.
Thank you.
He takes the cash, then turns to you.
Here's the 130 real you need for your bill. Do not waste it.
The rest goes in his pocket.
The rest is for him, to compensate for the pain of being separated from his radiant spinners.
Yeah, that's understandable.
The windfall is a small consolation.
Yeah.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
I don't have anything
Another
to sell at the
time,
moment.
perhaps.
I have other business to take care of now. I wonder... Oh, there's nothing new to interact with in the store, so I don't think I'll be able to buy it back. Alright, let's go ahead and return back to Gart with cash. Let's go ahead and speak to Gart.
I help you?
So about that money I owe.
Yes. Have you got it?
I have your money.
Well,
Let's be apologetic because we because we are. Like, again, the whole hopefully he can redeem himself, because it was so much worse than I thought it was. It was already pretty bad, but yeah, that was pretty already worse. Here it is. Sorry for the trouble.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
Psyche check.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
I'll unlock the electronic lock to your room. All the doors lock automatically at 9 p.m.
Oh.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay.
I'll take a room
Interesting.
here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
We're not gonna talk about karaoke yet. Goodbye. You need to find 20 Royale to pay for your room at the Whirling, or it will be locked after 2100. As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you will have to do this every night. Interesting. Okay. So, I guess let's go ahead and sleep. There's not really much else for us to do since it's nighttime. I mean, I know it said we could try to get the boots off the body, but is there anything new? Oh, this must be Kim's room in the next to mine. All right, I guess let's go ahead and go in.
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Oh yeah, I need to ask him about the pissing competition as well. End of day. Kim can answer any lingering questions you may have about the case and the RCM. Join him on the Whirling and Rags balcony after 2200 when you're calling it a day. Okay. All right, let's go.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
Oh, continue.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
All right.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
How did you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
Huh. Interesting. Motorics.
Yet, were he to quit, he would lose the cool factor. This man relishes his cool quite a bit, below it all.
All right. I don't think I want to ask him for cigarettes. Right then, the debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it.
Yeah.
I would say our initial inspection was very thorough, and we have solid leads to follow up.
Okay.
Then you shot the body down, which was quite a shot.
I just can't wait to shoot more shit. Let's see. I was inspired by your confidence in me, Kim.
I admit I wasn't sure whether I should give you the gun, but I'm glad I did. We still have to perform the autopsy, though. But we did do a thorough search of the crime scene. That's great.
I like how each dialogue like says what we did and what we were able to accomplish.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
He takes a deep drag and looks at the city. The initial interviews? Yes. Well, we talked to some people.
Including Evrard Clare, a daunting adversary, if there ever was one.
Yup.
He wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
Intellect.
He's not saying much on the matter because he thinks you could have gotten more out of Everard.
I'm sure I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I don't know how I feel about my name, actually.
That's normal. It's best not to give it too much thought.
Continue.
We didn't talk to the Wild Pines rep. We really must do that tomorrow.
We should.
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
Did it actually register that I was like double clicking a lot? Yeah, I don't like to waste time, you know? My mind moves fast. The rest just has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, especially for a man your age. And in those hills.
He nods thoughtfully, tapping his finger on his cigarette.
Nice shoes, by the way. I like the green. Goes with the orange.
He looks at your snakeskin shoes and smiles suddenly. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station. Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
Okay, what else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Psyche check?
When power calls you, you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
I see, and if someone resists?
We are permitted to use whatever force we deem necessary, even lethal.
Have you ever killed anyone, Kim?
Yes. The last time was 4 years ago.
Psyche?
He says it matter-of-factly and moves on.
He probably doesn't want to talk about it.
He has internalized it well. It's just that. A fact. A self-contained past event.
Have I killed anyone?
That's an improbability. Perhaps even impossibility.
I don't know if I really want to know.
Precinct 41 is known for a higher than average rate of police violence.
Oh.
He's not judging you. He's respectfully acknowledging the difficulty of working in your precinct.
Wait, so if I kill someone while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Okay.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to coalition government courts in Couron and La Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. That sounds like a very roundabout and unnecessarily complicated way of arresting someone. And who makes all these rules?
The coalition government, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more, no less.
His gaze is absently fixed on a window below that just went dark. I wonder if, like, so do the revolution, that would be why the revolutionaries, like, why people hate the RCM, because it was founded by the government.
Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Say nothing.
Silence. A great comment to such a conundrum.
The Moral Lantern, what is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
Who is Dolores Day? Oh, Day is the name of the... She was on the bust in the pawn shop.
Those others say they continue the humanist project set forth by Dolores Day.
What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Yeah.
Something kind and usual.
Yeah.
Something almost self-explanatory.
Psyche.
Something ominous.
Yeah.
Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
I liked that. That was cool. All of those different characteristics coming in to chime in. Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
Psyche?
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
You like the moral intern?
Yes, I did, when I was younger. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist. A blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky. They're not all that bad.
Intellect? That's another leitmotif associated with moralism.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
He believes in the work that he does. That's respectable. I have an opinion on the moral intern.
Do you?
The lieutenant arches his brow, then pulls at his cigarette. It's a slim white thing in his fingers. Let's see. What are the choices? Things are bad out there. We need them here, giving us the right to police Revachol. They've done an awful job here. Have you seen the place? This isn't humanism. We are stooges of the world's biggest bourgeois organization protecting bourgeois rights. Immigrants, liberal kips, fucking men are turning into women. On second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it. I don't know if I have an opinion. Let's hang on. A union, largest political organization. A union of center left and center right. I mean, they believe... Okay, those others say they... So, they're trying to do good. I don't know if I know enough about them as a whole to really have an opinion. Number 4, absolutely not. But I feel like I don't know enough. Like, I know vaguely what they want people to think of them, and I know vaguely what other people think of them, and I know vaguely what Kim thinks about them, and that's about it. So on second thought, I don't have an opinion. Forget about it.
My kind of police officer.
He nods, a light smile, then looks at the roundabout. Say nothing, just look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag.
I really like the music that's playing during this part. I don't know why, but it's giving me like a little bit Night in the Woods vibes. Like just talking with a friend. I don't know if he's technically a friend, but like just talking with someone, just the two of them, during the night with this kind of like very like string heavy with light drums. I don't know, it's reminding me a little bit of Night in the Woods.
This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
Intellect.
An aerostatic passes overhead, the whiskers of its floodlights on the ground below. Kitsuragi's glasses light up as he looks to the sky. Two glowing circles.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Kuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock, in the GRIH.
He pulls in the cigarette. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here. At least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
Yeah, something tells me that's not going to happen either, but at least in my interpretation of the line, I wasn't exactly talking about doing drastic change.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the stub of his cigarette and looks to the door. And it auto-saved. And we have a new skill point. Let's go ahead and put it in, Let's upgrade our visual calculus more. Accept changes in clothes. And let's go ahead and go to bed, and then I think we'll end the episode. Actually, let me first unequip this bag. And now let's go ahead and go to bed. We should really talk to her again at some point. See what her deal is, but for now, let's go ahead and do this. See you in the morning. Oh, bye.
Yes.
Nothing, leave. Okay. So can I really quick? I could. You know what? We're just gonna save. We're not gonna do anything because I know in order to get the boots off, we need to not have Kim around. So I don't know for sure if I want to do that right this minute, but now is as good a time as any to end the episode. This was a good one. We ended up having to sell the hubcaps, but like I said, seeing what all of our options were, I don't think there was really any way we could have avoided doing that. Unless we I don't know. I don't even know if if we asked everyone who we could for money, I still don't know if we would have gotten enough. And then that conversation was super cool. It was nice to see like a summary of everything we had done that day, which was a lot. And then they just like spoke candidly about their situation and the world that they're in, and yeah, it was just a nice time. So next time we will either go to bed or we will try to get the boots off the body, and then try to talk to the Union Pines rep and go from there. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if any of this is timed. Like it said, the water lock was going to open on Wednesday, so it does seem like the world changes as time progresses day to day, but I don't know to what degree the world changes. So I don't know if we're like on a time limit necessarily for some of these missions, but I guess we'll see. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what this game, what else this game has to offer, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it as well. So thank you everybody so much for checking out the video. I really do appreciate it. If you want to be notified of when I upload the next part of the file to the archives, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and ring that bell, as well as leave a like or comment if you so desire. Thanks again, and I will see you next time.
Upload successful. Click here to view previous files. Have a pleasant day.